joining us today, especially Miss Yasmin at the local bank. I am delighted to welcome you to join our meeting today. It is a great honor at the same time a great responsibility to lead Dutch Lady Malaysia in my role as CEO.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to top of Dutch Lady Malaysia. My name is Nur Yasmin and I'm the local bank for this company. Thank you for inviting me to join this meeting today.
It's such an honor to be with you this morning, Miss Yasmin. Before we start, our staff member may introduce yourself.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I am Farisha Aisha as the Financial Manager for Dutch Lady Malaysia. I am responsible for the financial health of Dutch Lady Malaysia.
Hi and a very good morning to all. I am Farhana and I am the accountant for Dutch Lady Malaysia. I am in charge of financial audits, reconciling bank statements and ensuring the financial records are accurate throughout the year.
Thank you. Let's continue our agenda. The objective of today's meeting is to discuss the financial position. Miss Yasmin, before we let Miss Farhana and Miss Farisha present my company financial position, let me tell you my plan for this company. After I did some discussion with my team, my short-term plan for Dutch Lady is to release a new product and host an event to introduce Dutch Lady more widely. For the long-term plan, we are planning to expand Dutch Lady internationally. So with that, let's see our financial position in 2020 and 2021 by Miss Farhana and Miss Farisha.
Thank you to our CEO, Ms. Irdina. Without wasting time, I will proceed to present the financial statement including previous and recent final performance of the company for the year 2020 and 2021. The total assets are increasing compared to 2020 by as much as RM202,387,000, where non-current assets for the year 2020 is RM210,410,000 and 2021 is RM219,081,000. Current assets for the year 2020 and 2021 are RM288,435,000 and RM482,151,000 respectively. Next, total equity for the year 2020 is RM166,580,000 and 2021 is RM382,580,000. Now, we will move on to the liabilities of the company, where it shows not much difference with the both years, which in 2020, the total liabilities is RM332,265,000 and in 2021 decreasing to RM318,652,000. The current liabilities were decreasing from RM324,181,000 to RM306,032,000 in 2021. Moreover, the sales in the year 2021 are rising compared with the previous year.
Next, I will proceed with the comparison of financial analysis between the financial year 2020 and the financial year 2021. I will start with the liquidity ratio. The current ratio for 2021 is 1.575 times, better than 0.89 times in 2020. The quick ratio in 2021 is 0.637 times, also better than the 2020, which is 0.423 times. Lastly, the net working capital show an improvement from RM35,746 in 2020 to RM176,119 in 2021. All the liquidity ratio display a good performance, therefore it shows that our firm is able to fulfill our current obligation with the available current asset. Next, the activity ratio. The inventory turnover for financial year 2020, which is 4.92 times better than the financial year 2021, which is 4.56 times. Likewise, the fixed asset turnover and the total asset turnover, which in the financial year 2020 is better. Fixed asset turnover in 2020 being 5.23 times to 5.17 times in 2021. The total asset turnover in 2020 is 2.21 times, better than 1.62 times in the year 2021. The ratio for our firm show a poor performance in 2021 as compared to the past year. Our firm is not able to manage the asset efficiently. However, the average collection period show a good performance in 2021 as it takes 0.9 day better than the past year. As for the leverage ratio, both debt ratio and debt to equity ratio show a good performance as debt ratio in 2021 is reduced 21.17% from the past year. The debt to equity ratio is also better in 2021 as it is 0.0329 times than 0.0485 times in 2020. The time interest earned in 2021 is increased from 146.41 times than 202.18 times in 2020. Lastly, the profitability ratio for Dutch Lady Malaysia displayed a good performance in 2021 as compared to the financial year 2020. Our firm is able to generate higher returns which bring growth prospect for our company. That's all I can share about the financial analysis. Thank you.
Miss Yasmin, what if Dutch Lady Milk Industries Berhad want to apply loan from CIMB Bank?
As all of you know, I am a representative of CIMB Bank. So basically, based on the performance of Dutch Lady Milk Industry Berhad for the years 2020 and 2021, I had already reviewed each and every detail of this company's performance by looking at the result of your financial statements over the past 2 years. So based on my observation, I can conclude that this company leverage ratio is very good because both the debt ratio and debt to equity ratio for 2021 are much lower than 2020, which is 45.44%. So this indicates that the company can easily make the loan payment due to low debt that it has. So according to what I have observed, the debt ratio for 2020, which is 66.61%, is pretty high, which is frightening for us. But in 2021, it turns out to be quite good. Therefore, I believe that it will be beneficial for this company to submit a loan request to CIMB Bank. Following that, we move on to the debt of equity ratio for the years 2020 and 2021. As was mentioned earlier by Ms. Farisha, in spite of the fact there are no significant changes, there has been shown a decrease between these 2 years. Also, for the time interest earned, it showed the increase from 2020 to 2021. As a result, the company is more capable of meeting its interest cost commitments in 2021. Therefore, I propose that you approach CIMB Bank about obtaining a loan for your business. For the time being, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Irina. As Ms. Yasmin said, Dutch Lady can easily make a loan payment due to low debt that Dutch Lady has. So, in my opinion, it is better for us to seize this opportunity to promote Dutch Lady more widely.
I agree with Ms. Farhana. Ms. Yasmin also proposed us to approach CIMB Bank to obtain loan for Dutch Lady as our time interest earned increased drastically from financial year 2020 to financial year 2021.
Thank you to both Ms. Fahna and Ms. Farisha. In result, we can borrow a loan from a bank. I will surely keep up with you for further discussion on obtaining loan for Dutch Lady, Ms. Yasmin. I will end this meeting. Thank you everyone for your cooperation and I hope our plan for Dutch Lady can be achieved successfully.